Aided once again by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to be together again as the NBA regular season wraps up and playoff fever is starting to set in. Are you feeling it, Kenny?
Oh, I feel that playoff fever.
Yes, we do.
Hey, we don't have to pay for this song. Why? Because I made it up in my head.
I'm the backhand guy.
Yeah.
For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Boston Celtics as they go up against the Miami Heat. Looking at Miami, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. 81 games down, only 1 left to go. Shaq, I got to tell you, feels like the regular season flew by. What's your takeaway?
You know, I feel like the game changes every year, Ernie. More athleticism, more three-point shooting, high-motion offenses are in fashion right now.
You know what? It's been a great season, guys. You know, some incredible plays. But now we start the playoffs, and that's what I'm talking about, baby. This is where the rubber hits the road in terms of promising becoming reality.
Oh, that's so well put. I cannot wait. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. The Miami Heat came away with the win their last meeting this season against the Boston Celtics. They come into this one feeling good about the matchup. They've taken both games so far this season.
They drew a lot of fouls in their games, guys, and that was the one area that really stood out when you watched it.
Just lack discipline defensively, Greg. I mean, that's why they got a lot of free points at the charity stripe.
So here's Miami's starting group. Johnson is out there with Dang. Then it's Thomas. And Stoudemire. And it's Wade in at the 2 spot. Thomas kicks to Crowder. It's Ullinger with the drive. The shot is off. Nice D from Dang. And so here is Miami. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
And what a tough position Luol Deng found himself in last year in a small forward swap of sorts. LeBron James goes from Miami to Cleveland. Deng goes from Cleveland to Miami. He had his choice. There was Atlanta that was in the mix there too. But he goes to the Miami Heat. He's bounced around a little bit. But still a very big talent.
He is. You know, he kind of likes following legends. Remember, Scottie Pippen was that great small forward in Chicago. Luol Deng was the next heir apparent, so he seemed to be pretty comfortable stepping into LeBron's role. Unfortunately, not able to deliver at the same level. And let's face it, the problem is you can't make up for losing the best player in the game, and that's the case here in Miami today.
Right side, Thomas. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Austin with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Thomas. Shoots the 3. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
And, you know, getting back to Luol Deng, he wasn't entirely pleased with his new role. He's been a knockdown mid-range shooter throughout his career, but last year he was asked to shoot corner threes and volume, and that's not his game.
And back to Luol Deng. I mean, he started last season pretty strong. I mean, Deng was actually healthier than LeBron at the beginning of the year, but the tables turned around midseason. Deng became hobbled with that knee, and LeBron returned to his old dominant self.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And it's Bradley, the drive. Sullinger, the screen. Pass to Johnson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And watching Amir Johnson, Clark, he seems so casual about silently destroying opponents in the paint, and he's carried that air about him almost his entire career.
You know what? He's rarely had plays called for him, Kevin. He doesn't produce a bunch of highlights, but he's really potent. I mean, one of the league's best at defending opponents at the rim, grabbing in-traffic rebounds. Those both are valuable assets.
No good on the free throw.
And talking about Amir Johnson, he's really the last of a discontinued model, if you will. When the Pistons called his name in the 2005 NBA draft, the year before the rookie age limit was put in place, he became the last 18-year-old drafted into our league. And it did take him a number of years to kind of get up to the pro speed.
He hits the second from the line.
Guys, did you know not once in Johnson's 10 seasons has he averaged more than 11 points or 7.5 rebounds a game? Sometimes he doesn't even start. And yet, there's a certain sect of followers who feel Amir Johnson is among the most valuable, efficient players in the league.
Here's Thomas after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Outside Thomas. Johnson right side. A shot by Sullinger, wide open. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Sullinger's got his first 3 points of the game. The Heat trail by 3. Thomas passes to Stoudemire. Johnson dishes to Stoudemire. Thomas against Thomas. Thomas kicks to Stoudemire. Dang, a screen on Bradley. Johnson in the corner. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Boston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Back to Thomas. Johnson with a screen on Thomas. 5 on the clock. Sullinger. A rebound by Johnson.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall. Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Bradley against Wade. Outside Bradley. Johnson the screen. Bradley kicks to Sullinger. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark in 2 for 4. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Thomas dishes to Stoudemire. Bradley against Wade. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. I caught up with Eric Spoelstra. Doing a good job staying tight on their perimeter shooters is something that he wants his guys to focus on. He knows how much this team can hurt you if you give them too much room on the perimeter, and they're determined not to let that happen in this one, gentlemen.
Thank you, Doris. Devising a strategy, Clark, to take away that three-point shot.
Yeah, I think it's an important part of your defensive game plan because teams nowadays are just too good to not defend them from behind the three-point line.
Here's Thomas, following the score by Lou Aldeng. Johnson the screen. Sullinger with the ball. Coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. Johnson with a screen on Thomas. But they recover it. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Great look there, but off target. To the right side. Thomas against Bradley. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And here we have some expert playmakers at the two-guard position. Since the All-Star break, these are the shooting guards averaging the most assists per game. In the third spot, Dwayne Wade.
And What that group has a great understanding of is the importance of ball movement. I mean, they can all create their own shot, but their superb ability to set up teammates really stands out.
Yeah, I think you've got to attribute it to the unselfish attitude that each of them has. I mean, sure, they're going to attack and make sure they get their points, but they get just as much satisfaction in racking up assists, too.
And Jared Sullinger, the bucket on the assist by Thomas. That's now 8 points for Jared Sullinger.
And Isaiah Thomas, traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston, seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved him.
Right here, over these last 10 games on the Heat schedule, this is how they stack up in the league stats. 4th in assists, 5th in field goal percentage, and they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
And let's go back to their place in terms of the assists. Cracking into the top 5 for me is an illustration of the cohesiveness with which they play offensively. No doubt this team's on the same page.
You were talking about Isaiah Thomas. He had no love lost for the Suns. In their first meeting, he took them apart, Clark, on the floor. Remember that game? Stared him down as he was hitting shots. Looked at that bench, man. He had a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and you know, most guys that are a little undersized and have battled doubters all their careers bring that kind of edge anyway. You throw in the fact that he was disappointed how the trade unfolded. He was amped up and ready for that return visit.
Back to Bradley. From deep. He shoots again. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Thomas kicks to Stoudemire. Wade outside. 13 feet away. Thomas, no good.
Major defensive lapse right there. He's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. You're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now here's Thomas. He definitely had a good game in their win against the Hornets. Down low, Sullinger tries again. Can't get it to go. And the Heat going the other way now. And it's Wade in the corner. Back to Thomas. Dang, a screen on Bradley. And Thomas, here we go. Here's Dang. Second chance shot, and it's laid in by Stoudemire.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Here's Thomas. After Amari Stoudemire's bucket, Bradley, no one around him. Second shot opportunity, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Jerebko's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Turner comes in for Crowder. Smart's checked in for Avery Bradley. And it's Rozier in for Isaiah Thomas. As you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
The Heat have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he makes the first. The Celtics making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. And it's tied up with that one. Boston's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Turner passes to Zeller. There's the pick. Here's Rozier. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
The drive by Green. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Green's got it all tied up now for the Heat.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Rozier, the pass to Urepko. Kicks to Zeller. Here's Turner. Here's Green, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Right side a screen. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Charlotte Hornets.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Here's Green, following the bucket by the Celtics. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic, and it's Miami with another.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Turner, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pick by Zeller. Shot clock at 5. Off the pick. Turner can't get that one to fall. Heat have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. There's the screen. It's Dragic with the drive. Green inside the three-point line. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Green's got his second bucket. Boston trailing. Smart kicks to Turner. The pass to Rozier. Out to the wing. The dish to Turner for the 3. Again, the miss by Turner. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
And Evan Turner is one of those guys. He just gives you a little bit of everything. I mean, he can play multiple positions, handles the ball, he can pass it, shoot it. Kind of a Swiss Army jackknife who uses multiple tools to his advantage. And one thing we know about Justice Winslow, he is great on the big stage. He was amazing in the tournament for Duke a season ago. Got better and better as he helped his school capture the national championship. Chance to check out stats. for Turner. How last month turned out for him, averaging about 7 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, great hustle, does all the little things. Just a good complimentary guy to have on your team.
.55 seconds left in the first. Zeller dishes to Smart. Passes it to Rozier. Four on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Whiteside. They recover it. Now the Heat with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Outside Dragic. And he makes good on the layup. And it's a 6-point Heat lead.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Here's Rozier. He's guarded by Dragic. Whiteside sends it back. And so the first quarter is in the books. Miami ahead, ending the first quarter on a 14-4 run. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And Amir Johnson re-signed in Toronto. He's been a big part of this team for years, and he talked about their great fan support in Toronto.
Almost like a soccer atmosphere. I don't know if you've been to a soccer game overseas, but they're just always cheering, rowdy, jumping up and down, waving towels. It's just a great atmosphere, you know, and it's inspirational. It's something that you want to play for the country.
Out of fans south of the border in the U.S. are surprised when they learn how passionate, Clark, the fans in Toronto can be.
You know, Kevin, that's so true. I mean, when they get it going at the Air Canada Center, that place rocks. And it's great to hear Amir talk about how that pumps him up and makes him want to do it for Canada.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Stoudemire out there with Dang. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Thomas in at the point guard position. And that one falls for Johnson. So Johnson hits two of them. The Heat leading by 4. Thomas kicks to Dang. Stoudemire, the screen. Feeds it to Wade. Dang with the screen for Wade. Beyond the arc. Jared Sullinger grabs the board.
Jared, look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Now here's Crowder. Wade is covering, and the shot's good from Crowder.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Thomas passes to Wade. Dishes it to Stoudemire. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Johnson outside. 17-foot shot on the way. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Celtics shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Wade against Thomas. It's stolen by Wade. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Wade's got 6.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now here's Bradley. He had 19 points in the win against Charlotte. Here's Sullinger. Thomas with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Shot clock at 5. Let's it fly from 18. It's hauled in by Dwayne Wade.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Johnson's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Thomas. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Bradley dishes to Thomas. And he hits it to tie the game up. Thomas got 5 points so far.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down, Greg. Started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
See on the 2K steal leader since the All-Star break. 4th, Isaiah Thomas.
Defensively, he's been a glove. I mean, he has just been blanketing his opponents.
Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
You know, with Avery Bradley, he was the 19th pick in the draft for the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting injury concerns flattened out his development. He had a hard time getting over the hump for a few years, but he's over it now.
Now here's Wade. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Pistons in Detroit.
And was a force on the defensive side as well. 4 steals over the course of that game. That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often. And, you know, getting back to Avery Bradley, he's been dynamite the last 2 years. He's finally found consistency with the mid-range jumper and plays a complete game of basketball with just a little more seasoning. I really feel like the sky's the limit.
Here's Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 3 assists now in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Heat.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually, have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Well, Heat leading by 4. Johnson kicks to Thomas. Back to Johnson. Crowder with the steal. Pass to Thomas. It's stolen by Stoudemire. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. They get the rebound. The Celtics have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Thomas passes to Johnson. Sullinger the screen. Johnson dishes to Bradley. Lets it go from 11. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Outside Thomas. Johnson with a screen on Thomas. Thomas against Thomas. Now, here's Thomas. Defense is right there. Tries again. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Johnson.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Wade against Bradley. Wade kicks to Johnson. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Now, here's Thomas. He's got 5. And there's the feed to Crowder. Thomas, it's an open look. That doesn't go either for Thomas. Miami leading by 3. Johnson goes in. That's good from Dang on the assist by Johnson. And that's now 7 points for Luol Deng.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
It's Bradley on the wing. Johnson sends the screen for Bradley. Shot clock at 6. From past the arc. That's good. Bradley's got his second bucket tonight.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. Wade outside. He kicks to Johnson. Stoudemire setting the pick for Johnson. And it's Johnson again missing.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Outside Thomas. He feeds it to Sullinger. Outside Bradley. 18 feet out. Count that one. Bradley's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Stoudemire kicks to Wade. Stoudemire with a screen. Pass to Dang. Outside for Thomas. Shoots from 14. Sullinger with the rebound. Sullinger's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Thomas with the ball. Wade picks him up. Outside Brent. The offensive rebound. Johnson outside. Tries yet again. And Thomas, here we go. Shot is off. Excellent D from Wade.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backcourt.
Now here's Johnson. His last outing, 16 points for him. And good on the basket. Book it. And the Celtics with possession here, trailing by 2.
Where Boston sits right now, Kevin, in the current league rankings. 9th in fast break points. 14th in free throw shooting. As far as steals numbers go, not very strong. Just the top 20 in the league.
And they play at a nice tempo. I mean, you see their fast break points per game. Not the quickest team in the league, but they are opportunistic. And you lag getting back, they'll make you pay.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Here's Rozier. He's guarded by Dragic. Left side, Turner. The 10-footer. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. For Miami, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. And how thrilled must have Evan Turner been last season to get a second chance. Part with the boost in minutes, confidence, coaching staff. His game almost just changed overnight.
Yeah, he's a guy who needs the basketball. He's such a good, solid playmaker and has excellent size. Never had a chance in Indiana to really handle the ball and play to his strengths because of Paul George and Lance Stevenson, but he found a nice niche in Boston.
Well, you know what he can do after watching him for so many years with the Buckeyes.
Yeah, he's terrific. Good basketball IQ, too.
Austin with the ball. The Heat getting the bucket. Olynyk sets a screen for Turner. Ball's knocked loose. Pocket 6. Turner can't get that one to fall.
And boy, did Evan Turner make the most of his second chance last season. Played with more focus. Huge minutes for him with the Celtics. He may have found a home.
Now here's Dragic. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. There's Winslow. No luck. And it's Boston the other way.
You know, it was a career year all around for Tucker last season. Still has work to do on this game, but showed he can contribute to a winning team. Very good value for his contract, too. You can never discount that.
Here's Olynyk. Out to Turner. Over to the left wing. And that misses. That would have put him up.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Now here's Winslow. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Here's Rozier. Jones, the pass to Smart. 46 seconds left here in the second. Here's Turner. And off the prior, and in it goes. Turner's got 4 points this quarter.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Dragic dishes to Richardson. Kicks to Whiteside. And the pass to Dragic. Feeds to McRoberts. To the inside. Here's Whiteside. And he dumps it down.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
Now Turner. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. The Celtics shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Kelly Olynyk will be at the line shooting 2.
And that one falls for Olynyk. And so Olynyk nails both of them. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Heat lead by 2. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Dwayne, give us your perspective on that first half.
I like the way we started the game. Sometime on the road we start off slow, so I thought we got to the fight early. And it's our two good teams, so, it's the way it should be.
Dwayne, thank you. Always fun to watch. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They've got a 2-point lead. Let's start with you, Kenny. What did you think?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
You know, two things went on in the first half. Yes, we saw good offense take advantage of mediocre defense, but we also saw a motivated team take advantage of a team that didn't hustle. They need an attitude adjustment.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Well, Jared Sullinger has been getting it done. He's got 10 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Here's Thomas. Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. Johnson is out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Crowder in at the three. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Johnson with a screen on Wade. Bradley drives in and stolen by Thomas. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Thomas is running, all going up court. That's good. And it's 8 points for Wade.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up. Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Johnson. And Boston with the rebound.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Crowder kicks to Thomas. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. To tie. It's hauled in by Thomas.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Bradley against Wade. Dang with the screen for Wade. He dishes it to Dang. And no good as it rattles out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Thomas against Thomas. And Thomas, here we go.
And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And, of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling that defensive backboard.
Okay, gentlemen, two shots.
That free throw good from Isaiah Thomas.
Looking at the game for Thomas, he's got 8 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
That one drops. He ties it up. Here's Wade. 8 points for him. Stoudemire outside. Johnson outside. They set the pick. The dish to Thomas. That's it, coming off an assist from Johnson. Thomas got 5. You talked about Isaiah Thomas before. Certainly his short stature limits him on Clark, the defensive side.
Yeah, but you know what? He doesn't rack up a ton of steals, given his instincts and quickness. I think he really focuses on making his impact at the offensive end.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now, here's Wade. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. And the shot is good.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
Thomas against Thomas. Outside Brent. Frames it from beyond the arc. Bradley's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Passes it to Stoudemire. There's a good screen to the middle. It's tipped. Layup off the pick.
Thomas.
And the play by Thomas as he finishes it off for 2.
Good job there by Luol Deng setting that screen.
Thomas against Thomas. Outside Thomas. Down low. Here's Johnson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one is on Stoudemire.
Wow, this game just a commanding performance for Johnson. He has 11 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
And you've got to take care of business at the free throw line. Not just getting there, but converting.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw.
He's only got half of the equation right, Kevin. He's getting to the free throw line often, but he's not making enough of them.
Good on the second free throw. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Johnson kicks to Deng. Offside Thomas. Back to Deng. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 12. The rebound by the Celtics. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Bradley passes to Thomas. To the paint. And Sullinger with the basket on the assist by Thomas. Thomas got assist number 5 here tonight.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Now here's Wade. 10 points for him. Kicks it out to Johnson. Uncovered. And he hits the jumper for 2. Johnson's got 8. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Here's Johnson. He's got 12. Johnson with a screen on Thomas. Johnson goes in. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. 14 points for Johnson.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now, here's Thomas. He has 7. This is to Wade. And that one goes long.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
is Thomas. 9 points in the game so far. Sullinger outside, out to the wing. Crowder kicks to Johnson. Tries again. That one is good again. He's 6 away from the floor with the basket. So it's Miami now. Stoudemire in the post. Johnson's there. A shot by Stoudemire, no good. Crowder with it. Sullinger with a screen for Thomas. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 5-point Boston lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game. And look, Joe Johnson last season, not his best statistically, but boy, did he show some heart. I mean, he was one of the catalysts for Brooklyn making the playoffs, especially when Brook Lopez returned healthy and the two could play off of one another.
Tough league like the NBA. Here's where Miami sits right now in the league ranking. 4th in assists, 5th in scoring. And they also show up in the top 5 in not giving up the ball. This is a low turnover team. They value possessions, and they really concentrate on taking care of the rock.
And let's go back to their place in terms of the assists. Cracking into the top 5 for me is an illustration of the cohesiveness with which they play offensively. No doubt this team's on the same page.
Talking about Joe Johnson, I'm not going to lie. Last year, it wasn't one of his best statistically, Clark. The shooting accuracy was on the low end. His turnover numbers were high. It wasn't very pretty.
But for Joe, Kevin, I don't think it was about the numbers last year. It was about wanting to compete and to win. And he's developed a champion's will over the years. And I would like to see him finally achieve his goal of maybe winning the championship. I think he deserves it. He's been consistent. He's been solid. And now you see some maturation with him as well.
And I feel like there's a reason Joe Johnson has gotten a number of astronomical contracts. It's because he does everything for you. He's like one of those items you buy that touts everything you need, nothing you don't. Well, to me, that's Joe Johnson.
Both shots good from the stripe. Clark, when you take a look at Joe Johnson, if you were on a good team, a team that was contending for a championship, where ideally would you like him to be? Where would you slot him?
I put him in that 1st or 2nd scoring role because he's so good and scores so effortlessly. And at some point, I think he's going to hoist that Larry O'Brien trophy.
Here's Johnson following the bucket by the Celtics. Stoudemire setting the pick for Dang. Pass to Thomas. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Boston.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Perry Jones, he's checked in for Jared Sullinger. And Yerebko is subbed in for Crowder. Heat also with the sub. Whiteside's checked in. And both free throws good for Thomas. Boston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Thomas against Thomas. Outside Brent. Three-pointer. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Thomas with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Thomas kicks to Johnson. Whiteside a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Johnson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. This is his first free throw of the game. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. They now lead as the free throw drops for him. Here's Thomas. He's got 11. Now the feed to Jones. Thomas a screen. Has to Jerebko. Misses the 3. He'd have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Thomas dishes to Johnson. Outside down. Johnson the screen. Here's Thomas. Miami no good on that time either. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Bradley passes to Thomas. Back to Bradley. Hits the front of the rim and out. Heat shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. They set the screen. Kicks it to Johnson. Dang with the screen for Johnson. Here's the floater.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Thomas against Johnson. Jerebko kicks to Thomas. Screen by Jones. Jones sets the pick for Thomas. Shot clock at 6. He feeds it to Jerebko. But they get it back. Outside for Thomas. Sinks the triple. Thomas got 9 points in the quarter. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there at Greg, he's enjoying every second of it.
Listen, the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
He kicks it to Jerebko. Shot no good. Excellent D there by Johnson. Miami trailing. Whiteside sets the pick for Thomas. Whiteside a screen. Johnson goes in. Easy layup after coming off the pick. Johnson's got 12.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Outside Thomas. Zeller a screen on Thomas. Now here's Thomas. 14 points for him. Outside, Jones. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got his 8th assist here tonight.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
And we'll take a look here at a very skilled bunch of point guards at the stripe. Look at the numbers they've put up over the last 10 games. And you look at Thomas, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line, and it's nearly automatic.
He's been a model of consistency at the free throw line all season. He's as dependable up there as he is on the floor at any given moment.
Yeah, you know, he runs their offense with tremendous poise, and he brings that same composure with him to the line every time he steps up there.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Olenek, he's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Turner comes in for Urebka. And Smart subbed in for Bradley.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
The Heat haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
No good on the second free throw. The Celtics with the lead. Smart dishes to Thomas. Here's Turner. The shot misses. And Miami the other way now. We've got 1:08 left in the third. It's Dragic with the drive. McRoberts. And the powerful one-handed slam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Now, here's Thomas. He's got 14. Out to Turner from downtown. That's good. Turner's got 7 points in the game.
They are wreaking havoc on him with the three-point shot here.
The defense has no answer right now. Even when they've gotten a hand up, it has not seemed to matter.
Here's Green down low. It's Dragic with the drive. Can't get it to go. Now Boston takes it the other way. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
For Boston, they have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game.
Kelly Olynyk will be at the line shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. And that's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
And so Olynyk nails both of them.
Kevin, right now, they're doing a good job at the line. They're hovering around 83, 84, 85% from the stripe. That's good stuff. I mean, that's well done.
Outside, Dragic feeds to Green. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Turner. First one falls for him. Falls, so he hits both of them. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Boston on top, up by 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Here's Wade. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Green is out there with Josh McRoberts. And it's Stoudemire in at the center. No good from outside. Celtics leading by 3. Here's Rozier. And there's the pass to Sullinger. Sullinger is screen on Stoudemire. Clock at 6. Here's Rozier, guarded by Green. And it's Rozier missing. The Heat trail by 3. Stoudemire, the screen. Wade drives in. Takes the 13-footer. Hits some rim on the way in. And the bucket's good. Wade's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Heat. Passes it to Rozier. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Sullinger. They get the router and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
For Miami, they've gone 2 or 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. From deep, Green. Rebound, Boston. Sullinger's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Now here's Smart, guarded by Green. Back to Sullinger. Fires, high post. And Sullinger missing. Miami's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And McRoberts gets to Green. They now take the lead. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the shot.
Now here's Crowder. There's the dish to Smart. Here's the floater. He takes it up and plays it in.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
The Heat have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Dragic kicks to Wade. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Boston trailing. Quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, guys. Well, Brad Stevens had some advice for the team over that last break. He told them, guys, we're getting bogged down in the half court. Let's get out and run, see what's available in early offense. If there's nothing there, we can always back it out and run our sets. Good advice, Kevin.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Boston. Isaiah Thomas comes in for Rozier. That's good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Thomas against Thomas. And Thomas, here we go. And he gets it to go.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Thomas, no good.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Joe Johnson on the wing. Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got his 5th rebound in this one. Bradley passes to Thomas. Sullinger the screen. Jacks up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 9 assists now tonight.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there may be more in store.
Now here's Thomas. Here's Stoudemire. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
So it's the Celtics now, after the Heat pick up 2. And it's blocked by Dang. Now Thomas. Dang with the screen for Thomas. Outside Dang. Johnson outside. And good as it rattles through the hoop. And the Heat lead by 2.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Thomas goes in. Johnson dishes to Sullinger. And he lays it straight in. Sullinger's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Thomas kicks to Dang. Good D by Sullinger.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Thomas with the ball. Wade picks him up. Sullinger the screen. Bradley drives in. He dishes it to Sullinger. Can't cash in from close range. The Heat have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Stoudemire setting the pick for Wade. And Stoudemire with the basket on the assist by Wade. And that's now 10 points for Stoudemire.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way.
And then Thomas with the jam.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that can decide a game.
And I wouldn't be surprised if it does. The steal there, as gutsy a play defensively as you're currently seeing.
Now here's Bradley. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Thomas.
No hesitation at all right there. Just right up against a much bigger defender.
Man, and I love that fearlessness, that aggressive attitude. Boy, I love watching guys play with that kind of abandon and freedom, Greg. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And here's Bradley. Sullinger outside. Back to Bradley. Sullinger screen on deck. Here's Bradley. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound. Miami leading by 4. Johnson, the pass to Thomas. Lets it go from 11. Misses off the left eye. For Boston, they've gone only 6 of 14 to the field in the 4th. And Thomas, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup. Thomas got 13 points in the second half.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the 4th quarter.
And watching Jay Crowder, he can really beast you up, Greg, and take you out of your game. One of the most physical wings, I think, in the NBA.
And not the most flexible athlete, but he makes up for that with that strength that you mentioned. It allows him to control the pace. I mean, he's a bumper and a grinder and hitting a big 3 out of nowhere. So he's what we call a true gamer.
check in for Boston. Wade kicks to Stoudemire. Crowder with the steal. Thomas with the ball. Sullinger with a screen for Thomas. At the elbow, Sullinger. Here's Zeller, and he caught that pass and full stride on his way to the big slam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker. Nice numbers from D. Wade. He has 20 points. He was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
You know, looking at Jay Crowder, he got traded from Dallas to Boston in the Rondo deal last season. Nobody expected all that much from him. All he did was go out and become one of the most valuable players on that team.
And Wade drops them both.
You know, when you talk about Jay Crowder, there are those that you win because of, and then there are guys like him that you win with. I mean, the guy who's going to take the charge, commit the hard foul, do what others won't, really shows the heart of a champion.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Heat.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
Shooting 2.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
And that one falls for Zeller. Well, last year, Tyler Zeller both started and came off the bench, showed he could be an effective player even when playing heavy minutes.
Yeah, and if you look at the games that he played as a starter, he increased his usage, and it didn't bother his production at all.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And for Zeller last season, his numbers were the same or better as a starter. His scoring picked up a touch. Still had a great field goal percentage, too. So really solid production in his first couple of years.
And he gets it to go. And now 24 points for Wade.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Sullinger the screen. Thomas dishes to Zeller. Sullinger outside. Just 5 to shoot. Picked by Zeller. Here's Crowder. Steps back and drains the jump shot.
And I think the big thing for Zeller was that he found his role in the league. He knows he'll be an energy guy who has to make the most of his touches. And to his credit, he is nothing but a positive force on the floor.
The shot's good from Stoudemire.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Celtics trail by 3. Sullinger outside. Dishes it to Zeller. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Stoudemire. Here's Thomas. Good D by Sullinger. The Celtics shooting it well here in the fourth quarter. 50%. Crowder kicks to Thomas. Sullinger outside. Pass to Crowder. Fades and shoots. And that one comes up a bit short. The Heat leading by 3. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it.
Could not have picked a better time to go on a roll like this.
No question, Greg. Fourth quarter and a close one, and he's made 6 straight. That's getting it done big time.
D-Wade really playing well in this one.
He just continues to light him up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his points.
Checked in for Zelda. .143 left to play in the final quarter. Thomas's shot is off.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Johnson attacking. He kicks it to Dang. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game. .127 left here in the fourth quarter. Thomas against Thomas. The feed to Johnson. Miami grabs the miss.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Wade passes to Thomas. Back to Wade. The Heat lead by 9.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Now here's Bradley. Goes in to the left side wing. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Thomas kicks to Dang. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Stoudemire, the screen. Thomas dishes to Wade. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. And now it's an 11-point Heat lead.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their terms.
And, you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here for sure.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Joe, congratulations on this win. This was a game where we saw plenty of great sequences, some nice runs put together. What changes for the team out on the floor when you guys start rolling like we witnessed here tonight?
We just picked up our energy and effort. We was able to get some stops, got out in transition, started making a few shots, and it just kind of got contagious.
Well, this was fun for us to watch, Joe. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwayne Wade. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
And that'll do it for our coverage of this year's final regular season contest. It has been a wild ride. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. Now the playoffs begin on 2K Sports. See you back for that.